What's up, guys? My name is Andrew Sarar, and welcome to episode 4 of my ultimate guide to mastering bass fishing. In today's episode, let's take a look at the 4 seasons of the year: spring, summer, fall, and winter, and break down how the fish move and position during each season. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss brand new episodes of my guide to mastering bass fishing. So let's start at the beginning of the year with winter. Winter has been characterized by anglers as the worst time of the year to fish, and many honestly just decide to stay home during this time of the year. But for those of us who fish tournaments year-round, it's important to figure out how to catch fish during the tougher times of the year as well. Winter is an extremely tough time of the year because as the water temp cools down, the bass get extremely lethargic. They will typically opt for really deep structure and stay in that spot for days without ever really moving around. And there isn't just typically one fish in this kind of a spot. Bass are known to school in these areas, and depending on how big the area is, you could see hundreds of fish in a pretty small stretch. And as far as catching these fish goes, well, let's just say I hope you have a lot of built-up patience. As I just mentioned, these fish are extremely lethargic, so you're going to have to practically spoon feed these fish in order to get them to bite. Finesse techniques such as the Ned rig, the drop shot, the jig, and small swim baits all seem to shine during the winter. The general rule of thumb for winter is the slower, the better. Now let's transition into the spring. Now spring can be boiled down to one word: the spawn. Now, spawn, for those of you that don't know, is where these fish come up to the shallows, they clear out an area of sediment with their tails, and then they lay their eggs. After laying the eggs, the male and female stay to guard them until they hatch. So these fish, when they're guarding their eggs, are extremely aggressive towards anything that comes near the bed. The entire spring season consists of 3 parts: the pre-spawn, where the fish are beginning to move up and prepping to spawn, the spawn, and the post-spawn, where the fish are guarding their fry and getting ready to make that transition into the hot summer. I will make some videos later on breaking down each of the 3 stages of the spawn, so be on the lookout for that, because it is way too hard to explain the entirety of the spawn in one video. But for now, let's slide into the summer season. Summer, in my opinion, is one of the most versatile seasons in bass fishing. In the morning, you can catch fish throwing topwaters around bait fish or frogs over thick vegetation. You can throw a ton of reaction baits up shallow to get great success, or you can just use large slim baits and catch some true giants. As the day goes on and the sun begins to come out, this is where you can find cover from dirt shallow all the way down to the deep winter spots we discussed earlier. This is where you can pull out some finesse techniques like drop shots, jigs, Senkos, and so on. And fish can be caught during all times of the day at various depths and on a multitude of baits. Now, figuring out what baits to throw and where to fish all depends on a multitude of conditions ranging from the weather to the lake structure to the forage or prey that exists in the lake, and so on and so forth. And last but certainly not least is the fall season. In the fall, bait fish flock to the shallows as they also need to spawn once a year. So when the bait fish go to the shallows, so do the bass. This is the time of the year where you can put a lot of fish in the boat in a hurry. You just have to run around and make sure that you find some bait fish. Bait fish this time of the year can be found in coves, in the back of pockets, and on shallow flats. The best baits during this time of the year are jerk baits, small swim baits, topwaters, crankbaits, and the Alabama rig. So that, in a very basic summary, is the year-round breakdown to where to find fish and how to catch them. Now, there are a lot of factors that determine fishing success from one day to another, from one lake to another, but these general guidelines should help give you an idea of where to look. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, if you do enjoy this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss brand new episodes in this series. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.